Good afternoon, everyone. Greenland, blackout, record power draw like we're going to see with the super freeze in the U.S. Texas going to get cold too. That's just not going to leave enough for the southeast U.S. Strange anomalies with the waves continue along Peru, Ecuador, and Chile. What is happening with our skies? And now another X-flare off the sun. Let's take a look at it. The waves have been so massive across Peru. 91 ports have closed. This is a first, unprecedented. Even their defense secretaries along the coast looking to see what has happened. These waves do continue, and the massive shore break. And when you look at a person standing on that causeway / pier as it goes offshore there, you're looking at a good 18 feet off the sand, and that shore break there is well above that. And these waves continue, and they're kind of baffled as to how does it continue. The storms have passed that would have produced such large waves, but these remnant swells are still around, baffling those who are trying to map this as to the intensity. This shore break has damaged thousands and thousands of fishing boats, in addition to shoreline infrastructure, restaurants, boardwalks, etc. And for those of you that surf, point break like this, triple, quadruple overhead, and as you see somebody squeaking over the lip, and they're probably riding an 8-foot board, you can see the intensity. I got to wind that one more time for you here. It happens fast. But imagine trying to be a vessel also getting out through this compared to a surfer. And here is at least an 8-foot, 7'6", 8-foot board. Just barely cutting through the lip there. Huge waves. And we start to take a look at our skies also as that last storm front that spawned tornadoes rolled through just a day ago. This is what the skies look like. Also, if you were underwater watching waves break, they look exactly like this. Cavitation in the atmosphere. 2 M flares at once off the sun. And looking at our Tesla numbered sunspot 3936, let off an X-flare 1.11, which shall be arriving earthbound here in the next day or so. Check your Enlil spiral for arrival at your local location. Also, as I've been warning here, this power outage thing that's going to grip the United States, they're going to create a national emergency, in my opinion. But here we go. This is a taste of it. Greenland, the capital, Nuuk. Temperatures dropped 27 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. Record power draw and snap. The entire grid went down. You do see some lights in the homes, but that would be emergency lighting and wood-burning stoves, I do believe. They're always prepared in Greenland. So I hope you are also getting ready for what is coming. Ryan Maui giving it to us here. Tropopause, little white fuzzballs. Extreme Arctic cold when they descend out of the Arctic Canada area into the lower 48. That Arctic zone, that is south of Tennessee into Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas. Now that Trump will return to the White House, it's time to consider your retirement and portfolio. The Wall Street Journal said gold will outperform stocks in 2025. Since 2022, gold has surged 40% after the U.S. seized Russia's assets. That was a wake-up call for central banks around the globe to diversify their reserves away from the dollar and into gold. At the same time, Goldman Sachs said Trump's presidency will light a fire under gold, pushing it to $3,150 an ounce. Call the proud Americans of the Patriot Gold Group today before it's too late. And the Patriot Gold Group has the No Fee for Life IRA, where your IRA or 401k can be in physical gold or silver. No Fee for Life IRA on qualifying rollovers. Give them a call, 888-546-7020 for your free investor guide today. And now on with the video. So run the model with me for a second here. We can watch it descend and where it is going to whip. This is literally the center of a day after tomorrow circulating cold Arctic vortex. Maybe that movie was preparing our minds for something. And off Mateo weather here, European run, we can see where the Arctic little white puffballs are going to swing down. Look far left of where Greenland just got hammered by this. Record power draw, power outages. Watch how it descends into that far left of your screen over there, about the 10 o'clock position. This is that cold that is going to start to manifest through the 8th and 9th, and it is going to hit full force around the 10th, 11th, and 12th. You can watch it evolve right here, like cells separating, but these are cells of super cold air directly out of the Arctic. Going to run you through January 9th, and you're going to watch how this splits and moves really quickly. This is 600 Zulu or 6 a.m., and as we move 12 hours later, you can see how that descended so quickly and broke off. Going to be heading right over Missouri in the New Madrid fault zone. Wonder if anything will happen there. And as we get into the 11th, this is going to be something to behold for the southeast U.S. That is some of the coldest air on the planet in the northern hemisphere, directly over the southeast U.S. The power draw on this is going to be immense, and it is going to move through. And Atlanta, Georgia, that airport is probably going to shut down. We're going to see so much disruption with this event. We're not used to seeing temperatures like this in the southeast U.S. Our pipes are not ready for this. The electrical grid is going to be pulling from Texas all the way to Virginia and north, and there's not going to be enough power. People are going to try to heat their homes far above what the normal draw on the grid is. Even in the summer, air conditioning is way easier to cool. Coming in on the 11th, just before it gets really cold. All that dark blue you're seeing is 18 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit below the normal temperature wherever you live for the average temperature. And that's why I'm saying this. This is no BS assessment here. This is going to absolutely wreak havoc across the southeast U.S. As we look at these temperatures moving into Texas also, it's going to get another super freeze event there like they had when they tripped the grid and ERCOT could not provide enough power. Now, if they don't have enough power to provide to others and TVA and everybody up all the way through Virginia to Maryland and Washington, D.C., that entire area and everything below it is going to be drawing, and there's not going to be any spare electricity to send to other states because everybody's enveloped in this super freeze. And I'm going to put you at 6 foot or 2 meter above ground level wind chill. And when I see 22 degrees Fahrenheit below zero, an example for East Tennessee, these are truly temperatures that are unfathomable down here. Our infrastructure is not built for this in the southeast U.S. Even down near Atlanta, 12 degrees below zero. I don't know how well that airport's going to be able to function at that temperature and people trying to get in to go to work with ground staff. But then I'm going to throw the snow on top of you, and this is really going to throw it into a tizzy. Atlanta, Georgia getting 6 inches of snow, 11 inches of snow. This takes a week to unknot itself, for example. I encourage you to take a look. 52 different model runs, and they all show significant poundings of snow accumulation and record cold temperatures across the southeast U.S. And so people were saying, oh, it's not going to get that cold in Florida from the comments yesterday. Thank you. I do read those. I've responded to an enormous amount of them. We all need to get ready for this together. So your 2 meter ground temperature, the ground temperature is coming in here below freezing all the way to Orlando. Iguana is going to be dropping out of the trees. And then I got some Great Lakes area here temperatures for you. It's going to be 20 degrees below zero Fahrenheit. On to Texas, American Storm. Big Joe Bastardi, thanks for putting this one out. And Ryan Maui, top notch, sharing their models. Weather Belt, be able to get us ready for this event here. Top is Texas, bottom is most of the southeast U.S. Zooming in on Texas here. Remember that electrical outage where ERCOT could not provide enough power? These are the temperatures we're looking at again here in Texas. Now, will it have freezing rain and ice with this event? Not sure. But you could draw from the grid there and send it elsewhere. But they are going to be pulling huge amounts of power back in. Again, they're not going to be able to share with others. That's the whole point of this. The electrical demand is going to be so beyond anything ever for record draw on the grid. I just don't think with our aging infrastructure it's going to bode well. Here are some more 2 meter ground temperatures for you. And you can see all the way southern Alabama, southern Georgia, getting over into Louisiana and the Panhandle, citrus die-off for sure. We're going to lose the crops. They're already at a 99-year low in terms of boxes anyway, and this is just going to absolutely send it into a tailspin, the fruit industry and citrus industry. And if I could say it again, this is the main takeaway from all of this research I'm looking at here. The amount of demand of power that will be required for everybody to heat their homes. From Canada to Florida, that is all the way to the Mississippi and west of the Mississippi through Texas. That entire quadrant of the United States is going to be pulling record demand. I just really can't see how we're going to be able to feed from other destinations into here to keep everybody's power on during this time. Whatever you have to do, everybody's going to have their own individual plan. I encourage you to go online and see how you can survive cold during a blackout, because that's kind of the direction you are going to need to go with your families right now. You got about 10 days left. Happy New Year, but this is the conversation you need to have around your party if you're in the Southeast U.S. I appreciate you watching. Hope you got something out of the video. Also posting updates on TikTok, Civilization Cycle, X, Civilization Cycle, and also Thursday night, our radio program, Ramson Godwin and myself, rolling through this for 2 hours at a time. And the closer we get in, the better models and forecasts we get. We're going to stay on top of this all the way to the event. Please remember to share with your friends and families. See you next time. Bye for now.